all of you, all of you we attended, and the discussion we had for the beginners, first class for the beginners and the second class for the beginners. We already had discussions. Coming to the first class for the beginners, what did we discuss is subject and predicate. Is it not? Subject and predicate. What is the subject in the sentence and what is the predicate in the sentence? See, coming to subject, whoever or whatever state of being is expressed. Mohan is a singer. We are talking about Mohan. Mohan's state of being is expressed by using state of being verb is. Is it not? Is there for Mohan. Verbs usually it can be state of being verb, it can be action verb. They are running. Running is the verb for the subject they. Okay? It can be action verb, it can be passive sentence. He was suspended. Suspended is the verb for the subject he. It can be action verb or it can be state of being verb. It can be a possessive verb. She has a car. Has is the possessiveness verb. That verb is for the subject she. Okay? In the predicate part, it can be state of being verb. It can be action verb. Action may be happening from the subject. Action may be happening. Action may be upon the subject reverse in passive sentences. Anyway, it can be action verb or possessiveness verb or state of being verb. All these verbs, according to our observation, on the verb in the predicate, we usually conclude this is state of being sentence, this is action sentence, this is possessiveness sentence. We had discussion in the first class for beginners. Subject and predicate and possessiveness sentence, action sentence. Next, state of being sentence. Coming to the second class for the beginners, we also had discussion about we started the state of being sentence. Am, is, are, was, were, and will be. I am, he, she, it, is, will, you, they, are. Coming to simple present state of being. I, he, she, it, was, will, you, they, were. Coming to simple past state of being. For all I, he, she, it, and will, you, they, will be or shall be, can be state of being verbs in three structures. We had the discussion. Why to use structures? We had discussion on the structures. We also had discussion. Why to use those structures in the second class for beginners? Why to use the state of being sentences, these structures? Say simple present state of being, simple past state of being, simple future state of being. Again, present perfect state of being, present perfect state of being, past perfect state of being. Again, future perfect state of being. Okay, now imperative state of being, imperative sentences state of being we will discuss. And in the gerund state of being, there are the participle state of being, participles, even in infinitives. In infinitives, to be state of being infinitive. We will discuss all these things. Once you know, if you know why to use these structures, you will also come to know state of being imperative sentences, state of being gerunds, state of being participles, state of being imperatives. It is possible to have command on these topics also, though they are slightly advanced. Again, future perfect state of being, past perfect state of being, we will discuss all these things. First of all, in the second class for beginners, we usually express the profession of the subject. He is a doctor, likes. She is a singer. Okay. We had discussion. The professions of the subject is expressed. Okay. Again, relationships. These sentences. For example, okay, he is a doctor. Profession. Profession is expressed. Again, she is my cousin. Relationship is expressed with the subject. Profession is expressed. Relationship is also expressed. See, it will be social relationship, otherwise blood relationship. Here we will say, okay, she is my cousin. Otherwise, he is my neighbor. Clear? He is my neighbor. Right now, he is my neighbor. Something, for example, something. Shankar was my neighbor 2 years back. Now he is not my neighbor. It was past social relationship. He was my neighbor 2 years back. Was and were. They were my neighbors. If the subject is they. They will be. Okay, they have given the advance for the house just beside us, and they are going to be our neighbors anyway. They will be our neighbors after a week. They are going to live in particular house. Are you getting my point? They are my neighbors, they were my neighbors, they will be my neighbors. See, that express the relationship, the social relationship. Coming to the perfect, coming to the present perfect, reminds us they are still our neighbors. For example, they have been our neighbors for 20 years. Still they are, but with the time sense. For means for period of time. From past to present, they have been our neighbors for 20 years. Otherwise, if you take the point of time in the past, they have been our neighbors since 2004. For example, 2004 is the 1 year. It came and it went. Point of time is particular time came in the past and that time also. Right. It came and it went. 2004 came and also went. It is over. So 2004 is the point of time. Today morning, he has been angry. He has been angry since morning. Still he is angry. Anger is still in him. Okay, in such sense, he has been angry since morning. Coming to he, she, it, for present perfect, has been. For I, you, they, have been. When anything is still there from past to present, still it is there, but it has been from past to present. He has been sick. Sickness is still in him, but from past to present. We should not say he is sick for 3 days. Still he is sick. He has been sick for 3 days. He has still sickness. Are you getting my point? Anything. This institution has been here. This institution has been here for 1 year. This institution has been here for 1 year. This institution has been here for 12 months. She has been the topper in this class for 6 months. So far, so many examinations have been actually going on for the last 6 months. Still she is the topper. In the recent exam, the last examination also, she has got the top score. She has been the topper in the class for 6 months. Still she is the topper. Are you getting my point? How to use present perfect in state of being. Present perfect state of being. Ensure that, Kashita, this is present perfect state of being. Whenever that state of being is still existing from past to present. That state of being is still existing. He has been the principal for this school for principal. If you say in normal sense, so he is our principal, he is our principal, there is nothing wrong. If you wish to express his state of being with a time sense, he is still the principal for this school. He has been the principal for this school for 15 years. Pranavi, are you understanding? Present the perfect state of being. Anyway, the next point is, see, it can be, he is a doctor, she is my cousin, it can be any relationship, otherwise a designation, he is the principal, any designation, okay, designations, and even sometimes you may describe. Designation means he is an RI, he is an MRO, something. He is the chairman for this college, something. Designations. Officially, they have given some designations. Anyway, designations. Otherwise, you may be describing with adjectives. With adjectives, we describe. With adjectives, we describe in the state of being sentence. This topic is easy. This topic is easy. This topic hit. This topic is easy. Easy is an adjective which is describing the subject, this topic. Okay? With adjectives we describe. Okay, there are so many thousands of the adjectives we can describe anything. This pen is nice. Anything. Again, to express the age, he is 15 years old. To express the age, I was 8 years old when I learnt cycling. I was 8 years old when I learnt something past time. When I learnt cycling, I was 8 years old. Okay. I think he is 22 years old. Old means don't think that there is a old, there is some here. Old means coming to the age, he has got the age. Okay, to express the age, to describe the subject, to describe the designations of the subject, to describe the relationships with subject, to describe the profession. Do we have one examples? To express the relationships. Even identity. Today is Monday. Identity. Identity. Today is Monday. Is today Monday? Of course, yes, some of those. Today is Monday. This is an institution. This is a town. Oh, Bangalore is a city. Something identities. For all these things, what's happening is profession, relationships, designation, describing, to express the age, identity with nouns, describing with adjectives. What's happening here? We are giving. The main of Funda is we are giving some information about the subject. Ramu is clever. The clever is the word giving some information about the subject. This is an institution. The noun institution is giving some information about this. KK Academy is an institution for English language basis. It is an institution for English language basis. An institution, the noun is giving some information about KK Academy. Okay, no? Teja is 8 years. Teja is 8 years old boy. That 8 years old boy, he is something. Teja is third class or fourth class student. Teja is a fourth class student. That a fourth class student that is giving some information about Teja. It can be anything. He is a doctor. The noun doctor giving some information about Anil is a doctor. The doctor noun is giving some information about Anil. She is my cousin. My cousin, the noun is giving some information about she. Again, designations. Something Mohan is an RI. An RI, the designation is giving some information about Mohan. She has been angry since morning. It can be perfect any sentence. She has been angry. That adjective giving some information about the subject she. Express the age and identity, all these things. The main funda for all this professional relationship, designation, describe, age, identity. For all these things, we are giving some information about the subject. Note this point. Giving some information about the subject. Under this, based on this funda, all these professional relationships, designations, describing with adjectives, age and identity, all these things. Okay, no? It can be with present perfect, otherwise past perfect. For example, he had been sick for 1 week by particular past point of time. He had been, for example, I had been sick for 1 week until my first examination. By the time of my first examination, your first examination was over. But up to that, I had been sick for 1 week. By the time of my first examination, your first examination was over, but I had been sick. It can be adjective, something. He had been a software engineer for 5 years. By the time of his marriage, past perfect. He had been, by particular point of time in the past, he had been a software engineer for 5 years. By the time of his marriage, you should not use present perfect. He has been, because his marriage was over in the past. I think 3 years back, 2 years back, his marriage, otherwise 1 month, 6 months back, his marriage was over. He had been a software engineer. Listen to me carefully. He had been a software engineer for 5 years. By the past perfect state of being, by the particular point of time in the past. For 5 years, usually period of time, for 5 years, for 3 years, something. Otherwise, now he is the software engineer. In the last year also he was the software engineer, for example. He will have been a software engineer, he will have been a software engineer for 10 years by the end of this year. By the end of this month, something. This year ending has not come yet. We are still in March. Is it not? We are still in March. By the end of this month, otherwise by the end of this year, because past profession, present profession and future profession, he will have been a software engineer for 10 years. So by the end of this month, for example, still today is 24th. Is it not? What is today's date? Okay, today is 25th. Okay, today is 25th. The month end, by the end of this month, he will have been a software engineer. Future perfect state of being, how to use it. Again, imperative sentences, be a good friend, relationship, be happy, adjectives. Don't be dull. He is dull means you are describing the subject. He is dull, they are dull, she is dull. She is dull is the statement. Listen to me carefully. She is dull. Is this confirmed? But don't be dull means you are instructing, imperative sentence. Don't be dull, please be active. He is active means it is confirmed. Be active means actually he is not active, you are instructing him to be. Please be active somehow. Again, please don't be dull, please don't be silly. Okay, no? Silly is an adjective, it describes something, they are silly like this. Something, don't be silly, instruction sentences with imperative. But state of being imperatives. No action sentence here, listen to me. No possessive sentence, no action sentence, no action verbs. Only state of being is discussed. Again, it is being something, being Gerald's being rich. Everyone likes being rich. That is state of being. Everyone likes being rich. No one likes being poor. No one likes being poor. Being poor, being rich. Are you getting my point? Okay, being rich, participles. Being rich, These state of being conditions are helpful. What I say is adjectives, doctors. Being a doctor, he can earn a lot. Being a doctor, he earns a lot. For example, because he is a doctor, being a doctor, he earns a lot. Are you getting my point? He earns. He himself is a doctor. Participles. Okay, we will discuss all these things, but just some idea of participles and gerunds and imperatives we will discuss. But these conditions, giving more information about the subject is the condition. Under this condition, there can be thousands of the messages. There can be, 1,000 messages or 5,000 messages, some lakhs messages, can be so many. All these messages can be under this condition. For all that messages, we use these structures. Are you getting my point? Structures are used to convey the message. We should conclude, first of all, we must conclude this message belongs to, this message belongs to particular condition. So use this structure. Something you want to express. No, your friend is busy. Okay, my friend is busy. Is the sentence. Busy is the word describing your friend. So because you are describing the condition of your friend, you must take this structure. All your messages belong to particular condition. If your messages belong to these conditions, use these structures. There can be so many messages, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 messages with you. For all those messages, use these structures. Because all those messages belong to this condition. Okay?